Where does Kyler Murray talking to the A's to say he's going to play football rank, Scott, in that?
I think the acceleration of Kyler's positioning in football was one that I think everybody was accepting of because of the fact that it's primarily what he wanted to do in sport, and you always want athletes doing what they want to do and what they're passionate about, and that doesn't necessarily mean that it is anything about Kyler's commitment to anyone. It really has a lot to do with the fact that the evolution of his performance as a football player was something that occurred, and then it was something that everyone relooked after he won the Heisman Trophy. So I think everybody involved wants the best for Kyler and certainly have him achieve what he finds most important to achieve in his athletic career.
Well, I don't think anybody thinks, Scott, that it's anything personal what Kyler did with the A's. To use the same vernacular about you don't want to talk about bridesmaids at a wedding. It's basically somebody saying I'm not as much as into you anymore. And it's not the A's. It's just the sport itself. The Heisman Trophy was where maybe you started hearing or figuring or assuming or wondering if Kyler was as into baseball anymore?
You sometimes people infer that this is a choice. My thing is, I think you can love contemporary art and you can love, the many different forms of what your heart tells you at the moment is most valued to you. And so my feeling is that it's not as though you don't enjoy both sports. It's just the reality of being in a football community and having invested in it and being around it and being a part of it, and then listening to all of the gradients that are available to you in your athletic career. You really have you have a business side to it. You have certainly people around you telling you how optimal you can be in a particular sport, and then you have the immediate desire to do what you feel is best for you at that time. So I'm not sure if it's a selection of one sport over the other, as really is what you feel is best for you, and the fact that the key thing is that whatever sport you are playing, you're really passionate about it, and that you're really committed to it, and I think Kyler has pretty much evidenced to all that he's very committed to football.
Well, and again, I'm sure again you've represented Kyler. Is it proper to say that past tense?
Well, yes, I certainly represented him in the draft with baseball. The baseball draft.
Has that door closed? Do you think that baseball door is totally closed for Kyler Murray, Scott Boras?
I think Kyler's focus is totally on football right now.
Okay, and so where do you stand on the subject that was thrown out there by my colleague Charlie Casserly in the NFL Network? I don't know if that pierced what's going on in your baseball representation world, that Kyler's leadership skills were lacking in an interview session at the Combine or sessions at the Combine, knowing Kyler as you do.
Kyler's uncle Calvin, who I've known since 16, and I've known Kyler's father, Kevin, for a long, long time, and both of these, one's a major leaguer, one was a collegiate quarterback at Texas A&M, and these men have proven to be leaders over time. And when I listen, and I think the best evidence of Kyler is his football coach. He went from zero to the Heisman Trophy, and his coach reveres about him. His teammates welcome him and really speak highly of him. Those are the things in my mind that are most, because those are the people that spend everyday life with Kyler, and when a team respects you, and when your coach respects you, and the people that you've been around the most have the highest regard for you, I would tend to say that has more really weighting evidence of who Kyler is as opposed to a 15-minute interview.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.